Max could control metal. It danced for him, twisting into shapes at his will. He'd built magnificent structures, even stopped a runaway train once. But he felt a growing unease. Something was coming. Across the globe, Maya painted. Her canvases, infused with magic, showed her visions. Lately, her brushstrokes revealed chilling images of alien spaceships, their hulls glinting with ominous intent. Then there was Kenji, the speedster. He could outrun sound itself. Kenji lived for the thrill, the wind whipping past him as he pushed his limits, but even he felt a shiver of fear as he saw the news reports of strange lights in the sky. These were Earth's protectors, a league of extraordinary individuals, each gifted with unique abilities. They operated in the shadows, their true identities hidden from the world they swore to protect. But now, they felt a shadow creeping over their lives, a threat unlike any they'd faced before. The alien vessels arrived without warning, blotting out the sun. Panic erupted in the streets as the ships descended, casting long, ominous shadows upon the Earth. These were the Krill, a race driven from their dying world, their eyes set on Earth as their new home. The Krill were a formidable enemy, their technology far surpassing anything Earth possessed. They were led by the ruthless General Voltrex, a towering figure clad in black armor, his voice a grating rasp that sent shivers down the spines of all who heard it. Voltrex wasted no time in asserting his dominance. Krill soldiers, armed with weapons that spat fire and lightning, swarmed into cities, wreaking havoc and rounding up survivors. Their objective was clear, to subjugate the human race and claim Earth for their own. Fear and despair gripped the planet, governments toppled, and armies were scattered. In the face of such overwhelming might, hope seemed like a flickering candle in the wind, about to be extinguished by the encroaching darkness. Maya saw it all in her visions, the destruction, the despair. The weight of the world fell upon her shoulders heavier than ever before. She reached out telepathically to the others, urging them to convene, to face this threat together. But the heroes were divided. Max, haunted by visions of his own city in ruins, felt the burden of responsibility too heavy to bear. He retreated into his workshop, the clang of metal against metal a poor mask for his fear. Kenji, fueled by an adrenaline-junkie need for action, rushed headlong into the fray. He saved who he could, his speed a blur against the alien weaponry. But he was one man against an army, his efforts feeling insignificant against the overwhelming might of the Krill. Their disunity played right into Voltrex's hands. He had anticipated their strengths, their weaknesses. He knew that a divided enemy was a weakened enemy. Crush their spirits, he boomed to his lieutenants, his voice a thunderclap of doom. Let them know that resistance is futile. Maya refused to give up hope. She knew that their only chance was to stand together. She reached out to Max again, reminding him of the lives at stake, the future they swore to protect. Slowly, reluctantly, Max began to rise from his despair. She then appeared before Kenji in a blur of speed. "We need to fight as one," she urged, her voice filled with the conviction of 1,000 suns. Kenji, seeing the wisdom in her words, finally agreed. They converged on New York City where Voltrex had established his command center. The battle raged, a chaotic symphony of clashing metal, energy beams and desperate cries. But this time, something was different. The heroes were no longer fighting as individuals, but as a team. Max, drawing strength from his fear, became an unstoppable force. Metal bent to his will, forming shields to protect the innocent and weapons to strike back at the invaders. Kenji, a blur of motion, disarmed the enemy and disrupted their formations, his laughter echoing through the battlefield as he turned their own technology against them.